Sheriff Candy Fatherly and a representative from the Schultz family, Danielle Patrick. Following the remarks, the mayor and sheriff will take a few additional questions. The family, however, has asked for a little bit of privacy at this time. So, Mayor.
Thank you. I'm Mayor Rocco Yergin, Roccoyergin. Yesterday, the unthinkable happened. On a day when we pause to remember our nation's fallen, our community comes together with a parade and ceremony like communities all across the country. It's also a day that marks the official start of summer for many, especially children. And Matthew was part of this tradition by enjoying time with friends and passing out candy in a parade. Our hearts go out to the family and friends of Matthew during this time of unbearable grief. Our community stands with our neighbors in North Canton and the greater Green area who are attempting to process this awful tragedy. There are no words that can heal this loss. At this time, our Green community is beginning the slow process of making sense of this tragedy. To all the families who witnessed the accident, know that you are not alone in your grief. Counselors will be available at Green High School until 3:30 p.m. today. They are available to anyone in our community who needs support at this time. We know some children and families witnessed this horrible accident. We want to make sure they have the resources available to them as well. We also have counselors available to our first responders and staff as needed. I also want to remind all that the National Crisis Hotline, 988, is available for anyone who needs to talk at any time. Yesterday, I spoke briefly with the family at the hospital to share my personal condolences and support from our community. Today, many in our Green community have been contacting my office to provide assistance and support in any way that they can. I'm grateful for the support our community has shown and will continue to show for the Schultz family and for each other. We will share these at the end of the remarks today. My heartfelt condolences to the Schultz family and friends.
I am Summit County Sheriff Candy Fatherly, and that is spelled K-A-N-D-Y-F-A-T-H-E-R-E-E. On Monday, May 26, 2025, at approximately 11:23 a.m., Matthew Schultz, a 13-year-old male from North Canton, Ohio, was riding on the Air Ninja Gym trailer participating in the City of Green Memorial Day Parade. The trailer was a dual-axle car hauler and was pulled by a Ford F-150 pickup truck. The truck was driving at or below 5 miles an hour at the time of the incident. There was a total of 7 children, including Matthew, riding on the trailer. They ranged in ages from 7 to 13 years of age, and there was an adult walking along each side of the trailer, so a total of 2 adults. Matthew fell off the front part of the trailer and was struck by the dual tires. Green Fire and EMS were 2 vehicles behind the trailer. They witnessed the accident and immediately responded, rendering aid. Matthew was transported to Akron Children's Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. The location of the incident was on Maslin Road South, approximately 200 feet north of the Steese Road roundabout. The truck and trailer were nearing the end of the parade route at Maslin Road, and Maslin Road was shut down for approximately 2 hours as the Summit County Metro team, crash team, processed the scene under the direction of the Summit County Sheriff's Office. This incident remains under investigation by the Summit County Sheriff's Office. At this time, there are no additional details that are available. I want to offer my personal condolences to the family and the entire Summit County Sheriff's Office as well. It's a horrible time for all of you, and we're very, very sorry. To everyone that's listening, please understand, you can imagine that the family needs privacy at this time. So please let them be at home alone. Let them take care of the things that they need to take care of. Give them the space that they need in order to deal with this horrible event. And please honor them. Thank you.
My name is Danielle Patrick, and I'm here on behalf of the Schultz family, along with everyone else. It's DANIELLEPACIOREK. I'm speaking to you today on behalf of the Schultz family, who are experiencing an unimaginable heartbreak after the tragic loss of their beloved son, Matthew. First and foremost, the family would like to extend their deepest gratitude to everyone who has reached out with love, support, and prayers over these few days. Your kindness has provided a small measure of comfort during a time of overwhelming grief. Matthew was just 13 years old, but in that short time, he brought a lifetime worth of joy to those who knew him. He was a bright light, full of curiosity, laughter, and love. He had a passion for Star Wars, and his favorite snack in the world was fruit snacks. He was always quick with a smile and a kind word. To his friends, he was loyal and funny, the kind of friend who you made for life. Matthew's absence leaves a hole that cannot be filled, but his spirit and the love he gave so freely will live on in everyone he touched. The family respectfully asked for privacy during this time as they begin the difficult process of grieving and healing. They are holding on tightly to their faith, their memories, and their outpouring community support that has meant so much. Thank you for standing with them in this time of sorrow. They ask that you continue to lift Matthew up in your hearts and remember him not for how he left this world, but for the joy he brought to it. Thank you.
As the mayor mentioned, several groups in our community are organizing ways to support the family. I'd like to start with Green Fire. Our Green Fire Union has already donated $3,000 from the donations they collected yesterday at the annual Memorial Pancake Breakfast. It's something they do annually and donate to charity, and so they made the decision to donate it to the family. Green Moms and Dads, two separate local Facebook groups, are collecting funds to support the family. As of this morning, they have raised over $6,000. Those wishing to donate may do so through PayPal at greenmomsgive@gmail.com. Once again, that's greenmomsgive@gmail.com. At this time, we are not aware of any planned visuals in Green or North Canton. That, of course, is always subject to change. There are several companies that have reached out that are asking, they want to provide assistance and do some fundraisers for the family. We do not have any details at this time. As these details become available, we will share them on our website, cityofgreen.org, and we will continually update that. We'll also update on our social pages. And at this time, Mayor Jurgen has ordered all the flags in the city of Greene to be flown at half staff until the end of the day of the funeral, in support of the family. Once again, anyone in our community who needs support or someone to talk to, counselors are available at Greene High School until 3:30 p.m. Anyone in our community may go and speak with them. If they'd like to arrange a time outside of that, they can call the Greene High School at 330-896-7575. Please also remember that the National Crisis Hotline 988 is available 24/7 for anyone that needs to talk. Mayor Jurgen has also spoken with many of our faith leaders in the community, and they are also available to those who attend their churches and others, and do plan on organizing some additional support for the family. Once again, that will be shared on our website as we get details. At this time, the mayor and sheriff will be taking questions. And so that everyone can hear, we have 2 microphones on either side here. If you could just ask the questions into that and who you're addressing.
Thank you, Valerie. At this time, we'll take any questions. Sir.
Dave Nuthers from Fox 8. Sheriff, I know all of this is just too soon. It's 24 hours since the incident. Can you tell me, without going into what you, other than what you've already revealed, what in your investigation would you be focusing on?
Exactly what transpired. Was there anything that may have occurred to cause him to fall? Was there anyone around him? Predominantly, it's the actual fall itself that we're looking at.
Follow-up, if I may. Are there any requirements that you're aware of to have rails or railings or anything like that on a float during the parade?
We are not aware of that at this time. We will be reviewing our policies as a city. Obviously, our first priority is to rally around the family and offer support, and that's where our attention is in the short term. In the long term, we'll be taking a good look at all those things. Yes, sir.
Hi there. 2 questions. Is there a GoFundMe as well for the family? Is that separate from?
There is, and that will be shared on the website. I'm very grateful for the community stepping forward in support of the Schultz family. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for people to choose between options to support. There's a GoFundMe, a great community resource, Green Moms. There's also a community source called Green Dads, where people have just been heartbroken by the situation and are stepping forward. Our faith community is also making a collection. So as that information comes in, we'll make it available on our website.
So it's not on GoFundMe right now. Is there a place that we should be putting a link to?
There is, and we'll provide that in short order.
And then my final question is, Dave touched on this, and are there any restrictions within the city as it relates to floats in terms of number of people on a float? Are there any restrictions on that, or is that part of your review as well?
That's part of our review. We'll take that very seriously, but obviously right now we just want to support the Schultz family, and that's our focus.
Thank you. Hey, you talked about counselors being available until 3:30 today. Is that just today, or will that be available all week for the coming weeks? How will that work?
Do we know how long that'll be available, Valerie? All week, I'm told. Thank you for that question. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Kimberly Perez, Spectrum News. You mentioned a funeral today. Do we know what time?
The arrangements are currently being worked on. As soon as we know, we'll make that available.
Okay. Were there any family members or siblings with him, with Matthew?
Yes, there was. He was surrounded by family.
Okay. Do we know if he has any siblings that were with him?
I believe he has one sibling, and I'm uncertain of if it was a male or a female or the age.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Seeing none? Valerie, thank you.
Thank you.
Was able to get a piece of video of the photo. I can get him with my phone. No, you're right. Who's got? And then I'll be ready with my phone next.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'll bring it.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just set it up back there. We'll come to it. Thank you. That was a great setup you guys did. Well done. Very nice. Very nice. I'm Eric. Good to see you. Good luck.
Sheriff,
photo digitally.
a digital copy of this photo instead of your, you want to,
I can airdrop it to you.
Yeah, would you just need my phone number?
If you just want to, you can open up your airdrop on your phone. So go down in the top right corner. You might not have airdrop.
I do, it's just,
Okay, open up your airdrop.
well, I'll tell you what,
And then go to your airdrop everybody for 10 minutes, and then let me know when you receive the card here. Devin? All right, Devin. Yep. Open up your airdrop. Pull down from the top right corner. Yeah, perfect.
last question, Freddie and I have a live shot in here at noon.
Yeah, I think it's still going to be open for you.
something convoluted.
Every 1 to 10 minutes on walls. Yeah, it's a great operation you guys have.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really, it's perfect.
Hopefully next time it's for something happy.
Absolutely, absolutely.